Now, and we like to think we're a multicultural nation, but just days before Christmas, the federal government ripped away millions of dollars from community groups working to make us one. Now, one charity is fighting back.
I know Australia did the biggest favour in my life. Saved my life, give me another chance to live. Even my own country didn't do that.
28-year-old Qassam Tabosh came to Australia from Iran seeking asylum for his political and religious beliefs.
I might die. I mean, they don't come and kill you straight away in front of public, but they will disappear you.
At just 25, Qassam fled Iran and flew to Indonesia, paying a people smuggler to take him on board a boat bound for Australian waters, where he was picked up by the Navy.
It was embarrassing for me because before that we were thinking about to survive. And when we get to that point, we said, oh, we found ourselves in someone's house uninvited.
Qassam spent 14 months in detention before his asylum claim was approved. But if detention was hard, coming out was harder.
I never tried to kill myself inside detention, but my first month in Melbourne, a few times.
Qassam battled with the stress and isolation of living on less than $32 a day, with very little English and no family to rely on. But worse than that was the shame he was made to feel for being here in the first place.
For no reason, these ladies just come up to us and say, what the F are you doing in my country? Our children, we don't have enough job. Why are you coming to our country? I just say sorry.
People that have risked their lives to come here are some of the most courageous and inspiring people I've ever known. So someone that has such resilience and courage and strength and compassion, these are values that I'd love to see in the Australian community.
Kate Leaney runs the Welcome Centre in Adelaide. The charity provides furniture for new arrivals who can barely afford a fridge or a bed, along with English language lessons and a place to get advice.
We provide a lot of practical support, but also just a space where people know that they can go and feel welcome and feel loved and feel valued.
People need to be able to assimilate into the new environment, and if they don't have anywhere to go and if they don't have people to talk to, then all they're going to do is just hide in their little rooms and never really come out and never really communicate with anyone.
Arifa Hassani is a 20-year-old refugee from Afghanistan. As part of the ethnic Hazara minority, her family fled persecution when Arifa was a girl. She now teaches English at the Welcome Centre.
For me now, home is definitely Australia. I cannot imagine living anywhere else.
Last year, the Welcome Centre was one of more than 400 community groups awarded a grant of up to $160,000. The $11 million program was to promote multiculturalism, paying for anything from cricket bats for a local club to a kitchen upgrade for a community centre. But with the change of government came a change of heart. Hundreds of groups have now been told that the money they were promised isn't coming.
We have politicians who are very ready to get up at citizenship ceremonies and other events on Australia Day, talk about multiculturalism. But when it comes down to it, actions speak louder than words, and in this case, money speaks louder than broken promises.
The Welcome Centre would have been able to expand and grow, building private consultation rooms for legal or emotional problems. And they would have been able to pay Kate, who even as the centre's full-time manager, works for free.
I work hospitality on weekends, so working as a waitress, late nights just so I can pay the bills, but it's worth it to be able to be here during the week.
So faced with an indifferent government, Kate came up with a plan. A crowdfunding campaign to raise the money they needed.
So I 100% have faith that the community around us has the heart and the compassion to help us and keep us going.
I think Australia can be a simple for the rest of the world. You see, like, people with different culture can live together.
We're not talking about policy or government, we're talking about people that are just like you and me, have the same hopes, dreams, rights to a future.
You have a good expression in English, you say, don't judge a book by its cover. So open up the book and read it.
And if you want to help keep the Welcome Centre running, see our website or Google Welcome Centre Start Some Good and follow the links.